but she's viral and
she's drunk.
Imagine going viral.
and she's
for
hot.
Wait,
I love blonde girls.
What does she have to do with the presidential debate?
I just said that she made the world better because you said America's better.
She's making America normal again. Is what he's trying to say.
Everyone's united because we all need a little bit of hot TUAH in our life, you know.
We need her, or we need the fucking.
I swear to God, I would vote for her.
See this.
That's what America's.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it.
Welcome back to another episode of Medium Podcast. It's your host Melissa,
And it's me, Connor.
and for today's guest, we've got comedian Sandy.
Hey, what's up, y'all?
What's up, dude? Thank you for being here today. I
I'm
appreciate
excited.
you.
I'm excited, a little hungover, but we're here.
Tell me about it. How was last night? You're a very busy guy. Not only are you always doing shows, but you were on a podcast last night. Tell me about it. How was it?
It was very fun. It was just me. Gil runs the podcast, and it's like kind of like a Kill Tony style thing, and we're on the panel, and we just got to talk shit and just listen to people's sets.
You can't tell at all as a viewer where he got his inspiration from.
Yeah, exactly. No, but
I'm sorry.
Kill Gil, that's what it
Is that what he calls it?
Nah, but
Oh.
it would be funny.
No.
No,
It's not funny.
yeah, no, I was just on that, and it was just cool just listening to everybody up there. What was cool about it was like usually you're in the crowd when someone does comedy, but you're up there with them, so you get to see them bomb, and I'm like, oh shit, some of these motherfuckers suck at comedy, but some are really good, so it was cool to see like the laughs, who brought more laughs than the others, and it was fun. I
You
liked
got
it.
to watch the audience too.
Yeah, watch the audience. Yeah, you're up there on stage with them, so it's like, oof.
When you were up there, was there anyone in the audience that like you paid attention to more, that you were like, oh, okay, like I like this person, like you're laughing, they're laughing, you're like, I vibe with this person, anything?
Nah, it was just because the spotlight's really on you, so you can't really even see the audience. I wasn't
got it.
expecting that. I was expecting to be able to see everybody, but now it's really,
In your face.
in your face.
Yeah. That's part of the cool thing, is being able to kind of like disconnect like that. You know what I mean?
It's scary too.
Yeah.
Because you don't get the reactions or you don't see the reactions. So
So were you up there like trying to roast people, or
I
did
was
you
roasting them. I kind of felt bad.
even the people who were funny, you didn't give them
No,
like...
I always told somebody like, hey, you should quit comedy, or hey, you're really good. Keep it going. I like what you brought tonight.
You
Keep
told
it up."
somebody to quit?
I said something. He was like, well, I sing. I'm like, you sing, you can't even do comedy, And I think I told a couple. Johnny Gold just got up there and walked right off. Like right when he did his set, because he didn't want to have to hear us.
Oh my, well... I can only imagine why.
Yeah.
The guys, that's hilarious.
Johnny
I love
was like,
Johnny.
I'm not taking their shit.
Exactly. He's like, I don't gotta listen to this. Plus, I don't think... Would you roast Johnny Gold?
Nah. I respect Johnny Gold too much. I mean, I would say something
I wouldn't
about
want
him
to.
being old. But,
Yeah.
But nothing like I was saying the other
Jamie
guys.
Lynn Spears joke or what?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
That's her name.
Jamie Lynn Spears is fired. Don't call it. Isn't that Britney Spears?
Is she good looking now still?
You know what I would hit,
Zoe 101?
Zoe 101.
Dude.
Wasn't there a conspiracy that she got pregnant by the Dan Schneider? Did anybody hear that?
Dude, that documentary was fucked up. I was a little late to the party. I just watched it last weekend.
Really?
Oh, so you're a new watcher. All right.
So how'd you
Yeah.
feel about it? How'd you feel about it? Because you heard everyone was talking about it, and you kind of didn't really know like the gist of it.
Dan seems like a cool guy.
That's I kept saying that. I kept saying I was like that other guy. That's a piece of shit. The one
Yeah,
that.
it should have been about... I'm sorry. It should have been about
I kept
that
telling
guy.
my sister, I was like, they're fucking being mean to this fucking guy.
He was like the scapegoat for a second.
Yeah.
'Cause, yeah, like
Some
everyone's...
shit was kind of weird that he shouldn't have done, but.
Haven't you made a joke you wish you didn't make to someone that you appreciate and like, and you're like,
Isn't
fuck,
it
like,
a lot further than that? What Dan?
Did you
Schneider-
watch it?
No, Dan Schneider is like actually a piece of shit, though, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he is in real life, but the documentary, I really thought he was more of a. I thought he was the one that was fingering guys and shit. I thought he fucked Drake and shit.
No, he was just like he was just putting kids. He was sexualizing kids. Is what he was doing.
But as
Dan
a kid,
Schneider
when I was
sexualizing
watching it,
kids.
But
it was funny when I was a kid. When they're like, "This isn't funny no more," but when I was a kid, I was laughing at it. Like.
that's what I'm saying. That part.
Like when
He's all,
Amanda
"But
Bynes
what?" That part.
got the splat in the face, and she just took. As a kid, I say, "Oh, that's funny." You don't think about jizz,
I just exactly, and that's where I want to say, I'm like, if we're gonna go as far as to say, and I'm being devil's advocate a little bit at this point, but if we're gonna go as far as to say that like getting squirted with anything, toothpaste, blah blah blah, is resembling a whatever shot, right?
Yeah.
Then what are we gonna say about the classic pie in the face?
I think there's a lot more context involved, though, isn't there?
What is the pie in the face?
The pie in the face is just a pie in the face, but in the context of...
But then you see a girl with fucking whipped cream all over her face, and as a kid, it's like, oh, that's funny. As an adult, it's like, oh, it looks like cum, you know?
I don't know.
I get it, but I also...
There's a lot more context than just the pie in the face. It's the people he worked around. It's how he conducted himself.
Yeah.
It's the context of everything put together along with the slime is not a good look. If it was just the slime, it's whatever. It's Nickelodeon, yeah?
Yeah. No, there is some weird shit. There was like the weird shit Chantel showed me with Ariana Grande and stuff like that. It was
the toes. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
He's
weird.
like a known foot fetishist and has...
Is that what you call people that have Did you say fetishist?
Fetishes?
Is that a thing?
Fetishes?
I love it. That's crazy. But yeah, I just watched that documentary. It was pretty bad. The Drake part was really rough.
Yeah, that messed me up.
That was really
like,
rough.
oh, that's a cool kid. You know, I want to be Drake, and then now it's like, oh, I do not want to be Drake.
And then, you know, his whole, like, I guess, view around it, because he was like, oh, Dan was the only guy that was really there for me. So I'm like, you know, it's always a double-edged sword. There's always like, I like to describe it, it's like cognitive dissonance. You know, it's like, you know the person for who you know them as, and you can see the actions they've done, but for some reason you could still like separate them a little bit. But yeah, it's just
it's like being close to somebody and like, what? They're actually a piece of shit. No,
you murdered like, 3 people.
Yeah, what? Yeah.
But there was that one time at Raging Waters, we had such a good time.
You bought my Snickers bar, you know. Yeah. You're a good guy.
You let me borrow your flip flops. The concrete was hot.
It was hot. Yeah.
There was something selfless, and then you find out they're the people who like shove their family in a fucking container.
Yeah, what's crazy is that one guy that did all that to Drake. He worked on Zach and Cody right after.
Yeah, that shit's lit.
Yeah,
that shit's lit.
No, like not lit. Like, okay, doesn't lit mean crazy?
Yeah, it can. Yeah,
that shit's crazy.
It can, but
I thought lit meant cool. You know?
Yeah, lit has a little bit more of a positive connotation.
Okay, let me change it. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, it's insane.
That sucks. That's insane. Yeah.
It's like they knew what he did.
Yeah, he had the charges against him or whatever, and then he still got hired on another kid's show. That's like, what?
As a registered sexual offender. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
And Zach and Cody, they were cute when they were kids, you know?
Yeah. They are kind of funky looking now.
Yeah, they are, yeah.
Now they look like the troubled actor. That's why they play those kids in freaking... He's in like 13 Reasons Why, and he's like the kid with the black... Looks like you. Kid with a black beanie and a black shirt.
I've never seen it. I don't know.
Sad. Looks sadder.
You've never seen 13
like
Reasons
that.
Why? Yeah, like that.
Look. Now you can go back to being happy. Thank you. Looks sadder. But yeah, he's in that show. That show's pretty crazy. It follows a teen going through a troubled time. Anyway.
She commits suicide and leaves letters about 13 reasons why she committed suicide.
Oh, that one. I didn't know what you were talking about until,
It's P.S. I love you without as much fun.
Yeah, didn't that show have a bunch of controversies around it for like, okay.
I watched the first 2 seasons and the third one was like, what the fuck is going on?
Do you like TV? Do you watch a lot of TV? No?
No, not really. I mean, I watched Breaking Bad. I watched the good ones, you know, The Sopranos, all that.
Hell yeah. Are you like a Game of Thrones guy?
No. I would watch it, you know, I just don't have the time. I really freaking don't.
Because you're a comedian and you work.
Busy. And work is stressful.
Let's talk about it, dude. I feel like we started around the same time.
Yeah, I started like, when did you start?
September 2022.
I started January 2022. So like, 7 months, 8 months.
Nice.
So that's
same year.
Same time, you know, pretty much.
We just registered for class at a different quarter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We're clumped into the same people that came up together, like me, you, Nikki P, C's.
Yeah.
And whoever else is out there.
What drew you to comedy?
You know what? My ex said, well, I was living alone. I was 24 years old, you know, just doing my thing. And I had my own apartment. Everything was fine. Dog, cool. And I would just I would get off work and sit on my couch every day. And it was fucking depressing. And I don't even know what made me do comedy, you know? Yeah. I just was like, I like it. You know, I've always everyone loves comedy. You cannot not love comedy. But,
if you don't like to laugh, you're a psycho.
Yeah, exactly. Like I told you earlier, I'm shy. Like I'm kind of shy, not really, but like my family knows me to be shy. My work, I don't talk to anybody at work. I don't know why. I just don't like expressing the way who I truly am to other people. But out here when we're doing comedy, I feel like we're all our own character, you know? It's like
you're a little more free.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I just went out and I watched everybody do comedy once, and then I didn't go again for 3 months because I didn't go out my first time, and then went back and I never stopped.
You went to an open mic?
I went to the W.
Oh, okay, very cool.
So I got to see all those guys back then.
How did you find it?
I think I just put like hashtag IE comedy, and then I see,
serious?
open mics or something. And
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
It's clever.
Yeah, it was cool. And then started and never stopped.
Oh.
I've never taken more than a week or 2 off of comedy.
Hell
Only
yeah.
once, and that's because I had COVID.
Oh, you were sick.
I wasn't sick, but I just didn't want to get anybody else sick.
That makes sense. Very respectful, very respectful. So that's your origin story. That's pretty dope.
Yeah, and like I was with the girl for 6.5 years, whatever, blah blah blah, and then the last time I seen her was like I forget, like a few days before, and ever since that, like comedy's my new girlfriend, you know.
I always joke with Chantel that comedy is my mistress.
No, it's I can't be in a relationship. I love comedy too much, and I'm just too busy to actually put myself into like a.
You're reminding me of like the skater boys back in middle school. Like, I just like skateboarding, dude. I don't want to hold hands with girls.
No, I'll hold hands with the girl. I'll fuck a bitch, you know.
Oh my God.
But you know, I love comedy too much to put my. I'm putting my all into comedy right now, and
Yeah.
I don't have enough time to, do that.
Wouldn't you argue to a degree that building relationships and going out and experiencing life in that aspect is what draws more volume and more, I guess, density to your comedy?
Oh,
Like,
for sure, 1,000%. You know,
Yeah.
1,000%. That's why I have so many jokes about my ex-girlfriend, because it's like fucking. I was in it 6.5 years, so it built that little density. But having a new girl would be cool. I have.
I'm not saying like you have to have a girlfriend. I'm just saying like if the opportunity came, like would you really be like no?
No, I wouldn't.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know what scares me is that I'll actually put all my all into a girl, because when I love a girl, I fucking go all in, and I'm not all in, but
and if a girl lets you do that, that girl ain't shit.
Yeah.
I'll say that. A good girl.
I'm just scared to get something to take me away from comedy, but
Like,
I'll still fucking date a girl.
Chantel always lifted me up to be the best version of me, and I have always tried to lift her up to be the best version of her.
And that's hard to find,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, if some chick is okay with you just like moving into her armpit, that's weird,
Upper ass and shit.
That's weird, man. But so let's figure it out. You were sitting there, and there was a bunch of things you could have picked up. Well,
Kobe had just died.
Oh shit.
Well, actually, no, he died a couple years, but
and you're like, I gotta make a helicopter joke.
and then just right there started writing jokes. Kobe died.
Really?
Nah.
Or you're like, I just need a laugh. You're like, I need to go out and lighten
No, I
up.
actually had wrote a joke in my head. I still say the joke. It's kind of stupid, but I wrote it. I was like, that's freaking funny. Mm-hmm. And then that was one of the first jokes I said, but. That joke, me writing that joke that I wrote, kind of was like, oh, people need to hear this one. And it's not that funny.
Yeah. There's always something that makes you feel like, oh, I should do this. Mine was when I saw that guy take a pee-pee at Disneyland.
Yeah.
I was like, that story is too funny not to share.
Not to share.
And it's funny because it's not even like my strongest joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm like, that story was like the one that I'm like, how many people see that happen? You know what I mean?
At Disneyland. Dicks at Disneyland.
Yeah,
dude.
it's
That's
nuts.
Crazy. That's a sex offender, I think.
Oh, dude,
Yeah.
he was...
I think
I agree.
the definition. Yeah.
He totally should not have been out in public.
Yeah.
That guy, dude, the whole story itself was weird because, like, he was clearly homeless. You know what I mean? Like, he was picking his head. His shirts were all fucked up. Stuff you can't put into a joke because it's too wordy.
Yeah.
But no, definitely, that's some Dan Snyder. That was some Nickelodeon shit going on at Disney, dude. That was some Nickelodeon shit at Disney. That was not cool.
They took Nickelodeon's flow word for word, bar for bar.
I was like, I should have told him, like, I can never enjoy a churro again. Like, I need a lifetime supply so I can understand why I love them. Like,
I need them sent to my house. I saw a penis in your park.
I love churros, dude. Those are my favorite desserts.
Really, churros?
Fried anything with cinnamon. Cinnamon's my shit.
Honestly, I think you guys could have gotten away with getting a lot more out of that situation.
I know, we were too chill about it.
You guys were way too chill. I would have been like, yo, free tickets or something, right?
Yeah, we were
How
way
long
too
ago
chill
was
about
this?
it. Shoot, I think I was like, it was about 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Easily 10 years ago.
Have you ever thought about
So you're-
lawyering up?
No.
They didn't make you sign anything.
No, they
Get
didn't.
a lawyer?
They gave us...
You get a lawyer because you see the dick.
They
Hey, that's
gave-
smart. You could win money. You gotta.
They gave us-
see some
You're
passes.
traumatized.
Yeah,
You're
you're
right.
talking about it now. You had to do comedy to. Fucking...
You're right.
The reason you
kidding.
joke about it is so you don't cry.
That's how I cope with my trauma. That's ridiculous. I love that that's the way you found it. I'm just like, I don't know how to say it. Comedy it's a hard thing to try. So you went once to open mic.
Mm-hmm. In October, and then gave it a few months to think about it. I had it right.
Why a few months?
Because I wanted to make sure what I was putting out there was funny.
You thought people suck, and you're like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I was like, hell no, I seen people bomb.
Was it sad last night watching people bomb? Do you feel it up there with them?
I got the joy of it.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Do you laugh at people when they bomb?
No, I'm not that mean.
That's good.
I just don't laugh out loud. I'm like, oh shit, that sucks.
But
I've been there, so I'm sure people laughed at me when I bombed.
Yeah.
I bombed last Monday horribly. I got too high with Ashley Marie because she was leaving, so she just kept handing me. I don't like getting high before my sets at all. I'll drink, but getting high, and I went up there and I was just like, everyone's looking at me. I'm bombing. And I think I walked off stage. I just put the mic in. And
really?
I didn't even get lit. I was like, fuck this. I'm not putting myself through this.
Where
torture.
we're at Solaris.
Yeah.
Solaris is a tough room.
It is. It's either good or it's tough. It's either really good where the crowd's they're there and they're listening, but sometimes it's like, ooh shit, man.
Yeah.
This is what it feels like.
Yeah. No, I get that. That's tough, man. I didn't think about going to Solaris this last Monday. I'm glad I saw Ashley Murray on Thursday.
Yeah, her and Joe. We got to roast Joe on Monday, so that was cool.
Fun?
Yeah,
that's cool.
That's where all my writing went that day. So I was like, I didn't care about my set, but I bombed, so I should have cared more.
Yeah, because it's never fun to bomb. In your element, you're kind of in your element in that roast setting, huh? Now.
Kind of, not really. I don't like roasting at all.
Really?
Because I won that. Everyone's, do you want to roast? Do you want to roast? And I really fucking don't.
I'm all, because we have Sandy here, and he's the 5-time champion at the Ontario Roast Battle Tournament.
5 times, baby. Get it straight. Not a bunch of guys last night. Hey, last night when I was on that Kill Gill thing.
Don't call it that. Whatever he's calling it, call it that.
The Gildelic, whatever.
Yeah.
That's, It was, no, but there was guys that they're like, yeah, we're going to.
I'm sticking, your name's cooler than that name.
No, but there was guys that were like, yeah, we're going for the Ontario Roast Tournament Championship belt. They're going for my belt, and they didn't know I was there. And I was like, I went off.
Did you roast them?
Oh, fuck yeah. And I was like, hell no. If you think you're going for my belt, you're fucking, that's the funniest thing you said all day. Because they were like, yeah, I'm going to be at, just flexing it. I'm like, you haven't won nothing. They were like, we're going to beat you. And it was just a whole.
Are you doing it again? Are you going for 6 times?
I'm going to go for 6, but I'm taking this month off or this next roast off because.
You're going to see if that fool wins, and if he wins, you're going to go kick his ass next time?
No, I'm going to, I can't believe he said that. That's what I kept telling him. I can't believe he just said that to me.
Girl, do you know who I am?
Yeah.
Do you know who I am, sir?
Do you know who I is?
You have someone come, check him, what's up?
Should have had C's push him.
Well, that's the other champ, right?
Yeah.
He's got the 2 champs on stage. Do you enjoy writing for roasts, or do you enjoy writing for yourself more?
I writing for myself way more. Yeah. Roast is just what sucks about it is your first time doing those jokes on stage, so you don't know if you're gonna get a laugh or not. And then second, you're getting the roast back to you, and it's usually me and Rick Bravo, or it is me and Rick Bravo up there, and I get all the smoke. Everyone's making fun of me, so I'm like, fuck.
They don't make fun of Rick?
They make fun of Rick, but it's just like, Sandy looks like that. Sandy looked like the whole thing, and it's like, I remember my mom came, the first time my mom kind of seen me do comedy was the roast, and I felt bad. I was like, I can't believe my mom came to this.
Yeah.
They were talking so much shit about me.
They were talking, did they do any of your mama jokes?
No, or maybe. I think that, they did. I was like, don't talk about my mom.
My mom's in the crowd, bitch.
No, don't say that. Don't let them know.
Then they're roasting your mom the whole time.
She's a whore. Your mom had sex with the homeless guy. And I'm like, what the fuck?
And that's what made you, is that?
Yeah, that's me now.
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
So do you consider yourself a roast comic?
I don't want to.
No. Mm-mm. Can you help me out with that? What is this whole because a comic's a comic. If you're able to make people laugh. I just love
writing, that's what I love to do is write jokes, and whether it's roast, but I don't want to be a roast comic.
Do you think you could compliment someone and make people laugh? It's a kind of funny concept to think about. Fuck? What's the opposite of a roast?
Yeah, nice compliment joke. What is that? I like your glasses, or but I was gonna be like Harry Potter, but that's mean,
Yeah.
Is that mean?
I don't know. I mean, no, but I'm just curious. It's kind of a funny concept, right? You could be funny and be mean, but can we be funny and be nice?
I think you could. Be like, this person's so nice.
It's hard, isn't it? Isn't that the fucked up part? I was thinking about that the other day. Like, why is it so much easier to be funny and be mean and like sarcastic? Like, we're all your homie does something, you're like, you're gay. Like,
Connor's so cute. Look at his mustache. He has like a little.
Yeah.
See, that wasn't funny. That was not funny. It's impossible.
Tell him you want to see how. No, I don't know. Never mind. My mind goes somewhere stupid. You guys can curl your mustaches together like the same way girls paint their nails together.
Sure. Sure.
Just shave his mustache, he trims mine.
So you don't consider yourself a roast comic?
Yeah, I do.
You do?
I don't know what I consider. I don't know. I'm 50-50. I don't want to be a roast comic.
I think you could be multi-versatile.
Yeah.
Yeah, multi-dimensional. It doesn't need to be one thing.
But you have to have that in your bag. Every comic should have roasting in their bag because it's something that's... You need to have that.
Yeah.
Someone comes at you in the crowd and shit, you got to be able to roast them on the spot, you know? So I think that's the part that I like about it, but I'm kind of taking a break from that just because I want to concentrate on my own comedy.
Yeah.
You guys wouldn't believe how much time it takes to write 35 roast jokes for fucking 2 people.
I can only imagine because, the only experience I have with roasting is when the buddy system does that end of the year roast.
That's fun.
And it's fun. It's cool. It's, we see each other working. We see each other every week. It's kind of, it's dope, right? I don't like writing those jokes.
No.
Because it's hard. The first part, right? What you said is it's your first time saying them on stage. You don't know how they're going to be received by the audience. You don't know if it's going to get a pop. And even then, it's like you're going for the most egregious things and hoping that you're going to get a laugh. You know what I mean? It's like
and it's even harder, I feel, when we know each other too much, It's like, I know, when you don't really know somebody, it's easier to just boom, 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 and just, I don't care about you, and...
Yeah. I think the first roast joke I wrote for you was like, you look like you shouldn't be allowed 25 feet near a high school party, or you look like you still party at high school parties. But it's like, that was the first one, and then the second time around, I'm like, I don't know what to write about anybody.
The first one was easy, and then the second one was, oh, shit.
That's why I'm like, I want to almost be nice and funny. Like,
what was kind of sad and kind of beautiful at the same time was that was our last time performing at the W all together.
Yeah, that's actually very true. I never thought about it like that.
We have that picture of all of us back there, too.
Yeah, that big, that like 30 gang up photo. That was fun. It was very fun. I do want to kind of like ask about that a little bit more. That whole roast comic versus like, if someone's a roast comic, they're this. Because I don't agree with that. Like, I don't really subscribe to that. And as someone, no one, I've never been put in that category, right?
Yeah.
So I'm curious, like, to ask you, someone who I'm assuming people like have talked to you about this before, right?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you feel? Have you heard about this, Connor? Like, how people will say, what's the guy's? I'm having Jeff
Ross.
Yeah.
The roast master, roast general.
So they're like, he's a roast comic. It's like, it's hard for him to do 25 minutes of just like material comedy. Yeah.
Without it being like crowd work.
Or roasty, whether it be roasting a public figure or what have you, you know what I mean? So there's a lot of argument that it's like, if someone's that, they can't be this. Or if someone's this, they're not as good at that. Right. And
like Frank Castillo, he's like a roast comic at the, Frank Castillo? Mm-mm. Well, he's like a big deal at the Comedy Store roast, but everyone says his material is not that good. I don't know. Again, I've never seen him. But he's a big deal. He's a big roast fucking guy. He's a roast comic. That's what he's known for, a roast comic, and I don't want to be that.
Yeah.
I think people view me as a roast comic because I've done that, which I guess it makes sense. I mean, I just want to be viewed as a comedian. That's it. No. Roast this, shows that, just that's what I want to be.
I think a lot of it was highlighted, I think, when the Tom Brady roast came out, and there was there was people who did great, and they're like, oh, well, they're crowd work, they do roast comedy. And then it was the excuse for people who didn't do well. They were like, oh, they're not roast comedians, they don't know, that's not their forte. But I'm like, how are you going to say they weren't able to perform because it's not their strength? Yeah. But then you have people who were, like, granted, someone probably wrote the jokes for the football players, right? But they were still they were still able to deliver and do it. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. That's the part where I was like, I didn't get it. Like, just because if they're not considered roast comics, why do you suck at roasting? Like what you said, you should have it in your belt. Yeah.
No, I mean... I didn't even think Jeff Ross did all that good on the Tom Brady. He did all right.
You guys both watched it?
Yeah, did you?
Did anybody? No, I didn't. Did anybody talk about how long Tom Brady kisses his son?
I think somebody did. I think Andrew Schultz did. Somebody
Okay.
definitely brought it up.
I'm just
that was
hoping
crazy.
somebody brought it up. Like someone needs to bring that up.
Yeah,
someone needs to say something
That
about
should
it.
have
He
been the
kissed his
first.
son for
Yeah,
a
you
really
never
long
seen
time?
that? There's a
No.
picture of his. Look up
I
Tom
need a
Brady.
picture.
kissing
There's
his
a
son.
video of it like during an interview.
on the lips, not on
Yeah.
the cheek.
His son comes into the room and is like, and gives him a peck on the lips, and he starts walking away. And Tom Brady's like, "That's all." And his son comes back and like,
Oh god, that's
and they kiss
insane.
for a long time.
It says this video is inappropriate.
It is. I agree.
There's pictures of fucking. God damn, when was the last? Because as a kid, we kissed our
If
dads
I'm
on the
gonna
lips.
be
I was like
upset
3 or
after
4,
watching
but
this,
it's like, damn, the Super Bowl fucking warrior. What is he? 6-7-time champion.
I don't think there's anything malicious going on. It's just awkward.
Just
and
weird.
creepy.
You know
Not
what, he
creepy. It's not. It's just.
I think he
yeah.
probably kissed his dad for a long time too. You know. On the lips. That's the thing is on the
Yeah.
lips.
I stopped kissing my dad by the time I was in middle school. I feel
Yeah.
like
he just goes.
maybe.
And he
even
leaves
earlier.
his lips there. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
Is like it's not even like a. It's a.
Oh my god. Yeah, if see, I would never interpret if my dad was ever like, that's it, I would interpret that as like, give me a hug too.
Yeah,
like okay.
Yeah.
No, he's like, you didn't kiss me long enough.
And the weird part is the kid knew what he was talking about. He fucking turned around. He's like, fuck. Like,
Yeah, I gotta go kiss my dad longer.
Oh shit! I gotta go make out with my dad.
he was walking away. He was walking away and he fucking turned around like with a little bit of attitude. He's like, shit.
Shit, I gotta go make out with my dad.
I go make out with my dad and shit. Dad, you're embarrassing me. My friend.
During an interview on TV.
He's topless too. He's getting like,
Yeah, he's getting massaged topless. It's not a good look.
Fuck, it's a horrible look. But he's Tom fucking Brady, and you gotta
Yeah,
respect
he
it.
The only
Hey,
man in
if
the
Tom
world
Brady
that gets a
wanted to kiss
pass.
for me, I would kiss Tom Brady. I don't give a fuck.
I would too.
If you ever meet Tom Brady and he gives you like a high five, you should just look at him and say, that's it.
Oh fuck, that's funny.
I've never seen that video.
Yeah.
No, look when he kisses Bill Bell, or no, the owner of the Patriots. He kisses him on the lips, dude. After the Super Bowl win.
Is he just kissing people?
He kisses dudes.
I mean, I get it, like, because, like, I don't want to be like he's gay because he's like been able to fuck. What's her name? Giselle. Like,
Giselle,
she's
she's
so
fucking
hot.
hot. She's fucking hot.
I don't think that he's gay. Or
No, I don't think he's gay. I think
There's something.
there's just-
It's just
it's
like
weird.
He's that masculine.
I think he's just uncomfortable. I think that he has a little bit of like.
I think he's just so good
he's
at football.
socially
and
awkward.
something-
A bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, but
His
look up
brain
when he
is
kisses
just
the owner.
football.
Yeah, he used to kiss dudes probably in the. He played with Aaron Hernandez.
we
you
don't know. I wonder what he does to the ball before.
He deflates it.
It feels more like lips that way.
Yep,
So he
now
could
we
kiss
know
it.
why Deflategate happened.
No, but he did kiss the owner after the Super Bowl, and that was scary.
Was it a long kiss too?
It was
Yeah, it was
scary.
on the lips. What the fuck? Shit, it's not enough. The guy's 80 years old.
He was 80.
Well, he's old as shit. What's his name?
Fucking Tom Brady robbing the grave out here.
Tom Brady kiss owner. What the?
Let me see.
Oh my god! What the fuck?
It's funny because I think there's confetti in the background. Yeah.
He's holding his face. It looks so romantic.
Right on the lips. Right. Oh my! And he pulls him in. Oh my god! It's right after the Super Bowl win. Jesus.
I don't know if I've seen that one. I'm gonna have to look it up.
It's just weird because he's like silver
It's
hair
damn near
too.
gay porn.
Yeah, the angle of it's a little sensual
Hold on, I'm gonna
too.
come look at it.
Oh, I exited out.
Whatever. Whatever.
I'm sorry, I don't want to keep it on. There's
No. It's fine. I was expecting a screenshot, save as background.
Oh my god. I wake up to it every morning now. I'm like, I love this video. Oh man.
Did you guys watch the Biden versus Trump?
My poor little heart couldn't take it.
Yeah, it was
I
sad.
wasn't able
That's
to watch
goddamn
it.
abuse. That's a
Elderly abuse.
elderly abuse.
I watched the highlights.
It was almost like a boxing match. Trump was like, I need a drug test. And Biden was like, I'm not taking a drug test. And
Really?
a whole bunch of shit, dude. That's what I heard. Yeah.
They literally just went up there and like acted like children for like 30
Arguing.
minutes.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
all it was.
See, if I had like my future just perfectly planned out and set in stone, I'd be like, this is great. But it just feels like they're playing with me, man. It's sad.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
sad. But I just want America to just be normal again. Can I say that?
You know what?
Let's make America normal again.
The Hawk Tua girl. The Hawk Tua. You know Hawk Tua girl?
Yeah.
She's bringing it. You don't know?
Hawk Tua.
Yeah. What the hell? Where are you living under a rock? Hawk Tua girl? She's the biggest sensation since fucking Michael Jackson in the 80s.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Just look up. Dude, she's so hot, too.
HOCKTUAH or something like that?
No, look up Hawk and then TUA.
Hawk Tua girl. Hawk Tua.
The world is so united with her after she did that.
Yeah, everybody's on her level.
Dude, everyone's
like, yeah, you just gotta fucking.
Yeah, you just got a Hawk Tua on the cock. I can't believe you haven't seen that.
This is 2 minutes long?
Or you can find the little clip. It's like a.
It was just like a.
Right there. But she's viral and.
She's drunk.
Imagine going viral.
And she's hot. I love blonde girls.
What does she have to do with the presidential debate?
I just said that she made the world better because you said America's not.
She's making America normal again. Is what he's trying to say.
Everyone's united because we all need a little bit of Hawk Tua in our life, you know.
We need her, or we need the fucking.
I swear to God, I would vote for her.
See this.
That's what America's.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah.
I don't want to sound like I'm afraid of division, right? Division's
But you will vote
good.
for her, right?
You got to.
Dude. I mean, that's funny. She's
We'll beat you up
funny.
if you don't.
I think I was saying the other day, Zelensky, the president of Ukraine, he definitely proved to the world that you could be a comedian and president. Like, he stepped up in a time of war, and he used to play the piano with his penis.
Did he?
Yeah.
What?
That was his bit.
Picasso? No.
Dude, that
Picasso's
was
the fucking
he's a painter. Yeah. That was his bit.
Picasso.
I said Picasso. Wrong dude.
That was his bit. Okay, I'm gonna show you
Thought I
just
had a
really
joke
quick,
there.
and I'm gonna send the same video so we could clip it, but it's I'll show you super fast. He would pull his pants down, and he would play
So I'm gonna see
the
a cock
piano.
right now?
He would play no. You don't see it. That's not funny. That would ruin
Wait.
everything.
No, that's the best part.
That's the bit.
Yeah, I was like, I want.
Yeah, or you like.
Well, because then you wouldn't be able to
I
get
want
it
to
on
see this
YouTube.
technique. I mean,
You see
And
how
he's the president of Ukraine.
Yeah, though.
And this was on like a Ukraine's Got Talent or something.
This one right here, yeah. This is with his wee wee. They play it like this, Connor. They go.
It sounds more like balls than the cock.
I mean, I wouldn't know. Have you done that
I think I have. I used to play piano.
with your?
Not with my cock.
He's all the way. They hit the hammer differently. Fucking Sandy.
His little cock's playing the black notes and the little white notes and the white.
I watched the Jon Stewart review of the debate, and I'm like, that's where I'm saying I'm a comedian. Like, I want Jon Stewart to run for president. That'd be tight. Or Stephen Colbert. I'd vote for one of them right now.
nah, Hawk to a girl.
Yeah, Hawk Tua, dude. First woman president of all time. Hawk Tua. She's
And
hot.
this is one of the reasons why.
That's her. That's like her running. She's hot. She's hot.
She's hot.
What's that fucking dance that
Instead of Make America Great Again.
what's the dance that those New Zealand people do where they do all the noises and they stick their tongue out?
I've never seen that.
Yeah.
The haka.
The indigenous tribes.
Yeah, the haka in New Zealand. Like, that's what they.
I don't know where they're from.
I don't even know where New Zealand
I think I know what you're
is.
talking about. Yeah.
I believe it's New Zealand, but it's
New
it's
Zealand's
the
like
dance.
Australia,
Australia?
but like not Australia.
Yeah.
New Zealand would be so. If we have any New Zealand,
I want to go to
followers,
New
I'm sorry.
Zealand.
They'd be mad about that.
Wait, do you think Australia is better than New Zealand?
No, New Zealand and Australia don't like each other though.
I feel
What?
like I didn't know that, but I'm sorry if this is controversial. I feel like I've always felt like New Zealand was better.
Then Australia?
Yeah, that's where you
No.
can go zorbing and stuff. Didn't you ever see when Rocket Power went
What's
to New
zorbing?
Zealand?
What's zorbing?
Do you remember that episode?
The big like bubble that you
Yeah.
get in? Yeah.
Oh, those.
The Zorbs, yeah.
Do you remember?
You could do that in America.
Do you remember that Rocket Power episode when they go to New Zealand?
No.
I think I do.
I'm
like
pretty
having
I know what
flashbacks.
Zorbs are, but I don't remember the rocket power.
I kind of want to go zorbing.
I would love to do it.
Can I get another
Yeah, dude,
beer, Melissa?
like on a body of water.
Another beer?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Beer time.
That's why That's why I grabbed this up here, dude.
Sandy's an alcoholic.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you about that. I'm just kidding.
We're in a counseling. Thank you, appreciate you.
Do you ever think you'll want to slow down on drinking, or
In my 30s, because
I could put it down here.
Because when I started smoking cigarettes when I was like 16, and I always told myself when I'm 21 years old I'm gonna quit, and I did.
Nice.
I quit for 6 years, probably just because I had a girlfriend and she didn't like cigarettes. But then once I started comedy, I needed the cigarettes because I would get so. But now I'm like, haven't smoked a cigarette in like a week or two.
Hey,
but I
good
don't
job.
even. But like even the cigarette I smoked, it's like just one. I haven't bought a pack in like 6 months.
Good job.
Or, yeah, maybe.
So you're bumming cigarettes.
Bumming cigarettes, yeah.
I think that's cool that you were able to quit. And yes,
Cigarettes is the easiest thing to quit for me. Like I don't get how people get addicted to cigarettes. That's crazy.
it was the Rocket Power movie. They went to New Zealand. It was called The Race Across New Zealand. And Rocket Power didn't go to Australia, so.
Do you think they also got touched by Dan Schneider? The cartoon characters?
You know who did go to Australia, though? Nemo.
Nemo went to Australia?
Yep.
Yeah. Where did the Rugrats go? Where did the Rugrats
Paris.
go? See, that's cooler.
That has nothing to do with New Zealand.
I'm just trying to be anti-Australia now.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding.
Is that where they have the big bugs?
Yeah.
Australia, yeah, that's the biggest reason why I don't like Australia.
I'm not going there.
And they have kangaroos, and it's like, why do I have to watch a video once a week of some guy saving his dog from a kangaroo?
I like those videos. Hey, they score up. Hey, they're buffed.
Yeah, they're jacked as fuck.
Yeah, I was like,
They're just
Kangaroo
looking
Jack.
at you like.
and they put babies in their stomach.
That's cute.
That's
That part's cute.
cute, yeah.
Yeah. The babies in the stomach.
That part's cute. That part's
We all
really
like that. Everybody likes
I
that.
like that. What was it on Pooh Bear?
We were talking about how you're gonna quit
Rue.
drinking when you're 30.
Oh yeah, that's what we were. I know we were talking about Pooh Bear. Yeah, no. I'm gonna slow down. I'm gonna have to. I have no choice.
Yeah.
I gotta stay healthy. But
Do you think?
I fucking might. Like I texted you earlier. You're like, oh, are you still down to come through? I was like, I'm at the bar. And it was it was like 11:30, 12 o'clock maybe.
I said already.
Yeah, already. And I told you I was like, this is my heaven on earth. You know, because it is, dude. There's nothing better in my life besides comedy and family and all that bullshit. My favorite thing to fucking do is go. There's a spot called Lamppost Pizza. No big deal. But
Is the pizza good?
I fell in love. I ate pizza for fucking 30 days. Actually, like a little over 30 every day. Boom, 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 boom.
That's Sandy's version of Super Size Me.
Nah, but that's just sitting there at the bar and just meeting you. Like it's a cool bar. It's a brewery. They make their own beer. But just sitting there watching all the games. That's my fucking. I love that so much. And just drinking and writing jokes in my head. Because I'm quiet at the bar. I don't talk to nobody. You would think I'm like boom, boom everywhere. And I sit there in my seat, grab my little pizza. One time I spent 12 hours there. I swear to God, from like 11 o'clock in the morning to 11 o'clock at night.
Damn, dude.
It was playoff football, but fuck, dude, that's my favorite thing to do. Just sit there and just watch sports, basketball, football, baseball. You know, I could sit there all day and that is my heaven on earth. When I die, I want to die right there and just.
I gotta ask, how much do you tip somebody after being
I
there
tip
for
very
11?
good. Oh, it just depends on the bill.
Just the 11 hours. That part's crazy.
I think I spent like $150 that day because I got like food and I was buying people beer too. Like I was having fun, and so if I tip good, I always make sure whatever the 15% is, I always do more than that.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. That's so crazy.
And all the girls know me.
Do you watch all football? Like, do you have a team?
Rams, diehard Rams.
Okay. Do you watch other teams play?
I watch the good games, you know, if it's like the 49ers versus or like the Chiefs versus the Bills, I'll watch that. That's always a good game.
When it's Tom Brady kissing his son.
That's all I seen. I was drunk as shit at Lamppost. I was like, did he just make out with this kid?
There's so many little like core memories that you had.
You know, when he kissed the owner, he actually beat the Rams that year in the Super Bowl.
Oh wow.
I was depressed.
Did you're all this guy?
I was like, did he just make out with the owner?
That made it feel a little better. Like, at least he's gay.
At least he's gay. Yeah.
I gotta ask, did you grow up in Corona?
I grew up in Ontario.
Oh, okay, right
the south side of Ontario.
Ooh, is that like
No.
dicey or something?
It was. I grew. Hey, the cops are always arresting one of us. You know.
Really? Were you a troublemaker, Sandy?
Out of school and in school, you know, but I was just sucked in school. I hated school, but outside of school, yeah, we're doing some shit that we would get in big trouble for.
Well, that's always my favorite, like, light joke to make of you. I'm always like, is that why we don't know your last name? You know?
Yeah, no, people have always called me Sandy since like middle school.
I have in your contact the squirrel right next to you because from SpongeBob.
SpongeBob, yeah, my friends has that too.
It's a term of it's association with something, you know what I mean? It's funny.
Yeah. But like growing up in Ontario, like I always say this, like I've always needed an adrenaline rush. I crave adrenaline. Like for some reason when I'm doing something when I'm not supposed to be doing, it feels good. Like then I get that high from comedy. Like when you're up there, like, ooh, man, you know, you get an adrenaline rush, you know, and it's always when you're off and you did good, it's all that adrenaline and just release and happiness, you know. So I would do beer runs all the time, and I would get my energy from that, like stealing a pack of beer, maybe 2, and you're lucky. And people would go and be like, I'm gonna try to go steal beer. I'd be like, no, I'm gonna do it because I want to fucking do it, and just getting everyone drinking the beer that I stole, and just it's a high that you cannot believe.
I was gonna ask, like, how did you fulfill it before, and that's a crazy way to fulfill it. I feel like I always fulfilled that need.
And working out?
No, I don't think I ever found it through exercise because exercise for me is such a controlled environment. I'm not doing anything nuts.
Yeah.
Right? But to me, it was always like with skateboarding. Oh, like I remember when we were younger, it's like, I don't think we ever did it together because I think we got closer in high school again. But like in middle school, I would go down to Taft and I'd break into the school and, you know, you'd ride your skateboard throughout campus. You'd get on the roof. You'd do stupid shit.
Yeah, and that was fun. Yeah, see, that's part of the
helicopter you see. And you're like, we gotta go. And then
dude,
you run down.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, but see, like that revolved for me around. It was a lot around skateboarding. And then when I stopped skating, it was because of tennis. And then I think I found that through competition. Because again, working out is consistent. It's like there's no variable. But in competition or like in sports when you're playing someone, there's always variable, so it's always fresh, you know. Yeah. But breaking again, I say breaking into because
you know,
the school I'm talking about, dude, is the fence is like up to your waist. My dogs can jump it. We take our dogs now over there to go throw a ball. You know.
Now the elementary school used to break in. They had to build fucking fences that like poles and it's hard to jump over, but we did it. I mean, shit.
Did you guys vandalize it?
So one time I hate to say
that's probably why they built the tall fences.
Did you ever break into Rivera? Rivera was more like that with the high fences.
No, I never did Rivera. It was always Taft or Earhart.
I remember one of my buddies, he brought down the American flag and we lit it on fire and then my sister went to the school at the time. We're in high school, my little sister, and she went to the elementary school, and they sent a letter out to everybody and just said, "We're sorry this happened." And it was like, it was a whole big deal. Like, what the fuck? We were drunk and just lit.
And it was me.
It wasn't me, thank God.
It wasn't?
No, hell no, I wouldn't do that.
That's good.
Yeah, we broke into the high school one time, and they had like paintings like Martin Luther King and like these sick paintings that we vandalized. Someone put a joint in his mouth, and it was just they had to repaint it. It was funny.
Did you do a senior prank? No. I
didn't go to a normal high school.
No.
I fucking have nightmares of that. But no, I mean I went to a continuation school and it was cool. I mean I liked that school way more than the regular high school because everyone was with the shits. You know, everyone was on the same level of like, hey, we're all here for.
Let's go do a beer run.
Yeah, you know. And like when the dogs would come. Fucking everyone would be like, hey, the dogs are here, you know, stash your shit. And
yeah, we used to get texts through the school.
We
used to get texts to the school. When
Exactly.
Something I never worried about.
Yeah,
me neither.
Like even then, I would like always smoke weed before school, but I would always tuck my pipe in my pants so
you're
it doesn't
crazy.
Smell. Yeah.
That still smells, dude.
Dude, I know. And then like as
you're just stinky.
And yeah, you'd always be scared, so I would have to.
You know a cool way to not be scared? Just don't take it to school.
No, that's the adrenaline I would get.
What we used to do is we used to make a piece out of foil and pack like one full bowl in it. Yeah. And smoke that on the way to school and then crumple it up and throw it in the bushes when we were the
apples. He would throw it over his shoulder like a cool kid, like, and it would like bounce off the rim. Right? Like a movie.
Light an explosion in the background.
For some reason, it combusts.
We're high, boys, and then just throw it in the bag.
Let's start school.
That's the best. See, that's the adrenaline too. Going into like school high, and you're like, oh my god, I know I'm high, and everyone knows I'm high, I think, but it's just paranoia and just going through it. It's a fucking journey.
I'm glad you found comedy.
Yeah, me too.
You're also not in school to be in that situation anymore, but it's like, I get it. It's kind of funny. I gotta ask you, You did your first headlining spot.
I did.
Tell me about that. I wrote this question down. I'm going to ask it to you completely.
All right.
Right. What does headlining mean to you? And is there a different type of pressure that you felt around that show compared to the plethora of shows you've done before where you were either featuring or whatever? Was it different?
It was, well, I think just the month of June has just been so busy and like big shows because I had the roast, you know, 1 week, and just writing for that was insane. Roast champion 5 times. And then I had the improv buddy system show, which was insane. I worked hard for that, was doing shows, and then exactly a week or like almost a week later.
You had a great set.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it was fun. But then the 25, it was just like, this is the end. I was stressed out all month. Like, I would do my time on stage and then just leave after. I don't do that. I usually like to hang out with the guys and have a good time. But those 3 shows were like, I need to do good on all of them. And I feel like I did, you know. The 25 was just a different monster. Like, what I don't realize, like, when there's a show, how quick it goes to the headliner. Like, I thought it was going to be like 2 hours. I got time to chill. It was an hour. Everyone did good. And I went up like that. And the time, 25 minutes seems like a long time, which it is. You had to have a shitload of jokes, but it went by. It felt like a 15-minute set.
Yeah.
But it felt a lot of pressure because I was a headliner. It's the first time headlining, which I know I'm not a headliner, but it just felt good to have that title for the night, I guess, and just do the 25 minutes.
What does the "I know I'm not a headliner" sentence mean?
Like, I don't know. I mean, I remember Will. I told Will, I was like, "Oh, you're a headliner now. You headline the improv." He's like, "I'm not a headliner," and I'm like, he's all maybe a feature, and I'm like, well, eventually I know I'm only 2 years in, but I know eventually I'll be a headliner. Eventually, you know, and I can headline a bunch of shows, and that'll be nice. I know I'm gonna get there, you know. It's just putting in the work. I love putting in the work. There's nothing else better in the world than putting in the work. You know, I would hate to be like an overnight sensation. I want to make sure I work so hard that I get.
You wouldn't hate it.
I know I wouldn't. I was trying to be humble, you know. I fucking love it, you know. I was trying to be humble.
Let's just be honest. You wouldn't hate it. I wouldn't. I'd be if I found out, if I woke up in the morning, I'd be like, Sandy, woohoo.
Later, C's. I'm in Beverly Hills now, baby. But you know,
I get what you're saying though.
But you know, almost like everyone that's famous is almost not an overnight sensation, but like worked for it. But one day you're like a normal guy, and then you get this opportunity. They're like, oh, this opportunity is going to change my life.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for that. Everyone's waiting for that opportunity. But you're
not waiting for it. You're creating it.
Creating it. Law of attraction.
Yes, because you're to say waiting for it would be just somebody showing
sitting
up,
there,
doing a set they don't give a crap about, and then doing whatever
and expecting it to come to them.
Yes,
I'm going for it. I want that shit.
Yeah, well, and it's evident because you do come up with a lot of new material pretty much every week. You're workshopping something differently that I've heard you say before, or you're doing something fresh that I haven't heard at all. And I know you take it very personally when you don't do well.
Oh, I always feel like I don't do well. I always feel like I bomb, and I hate it, but I like it at the same time because it motivates me more.
Yeah.
If I don't have the set of the night, I didn't do shit.
Because we were both losers at the comedy competition at Solaris.
Oh my god, that was horrible. That was fucking horrible. I bombed.
I remember telling. I had to give you some logic. I was like, dude, it wasn't. You started it off. There was so many things that go into that, right? And the room filled up after two comics after you, right? So what you were hearing people do well with was it just wasn't there, right? But I remember, I get it. But that reaction isn't like, not saying it's not normal because I'm the same way. But some people don't give a fuck, and they're just like, oh man, I'll just do it again next week. Like,
no, and I remember that night too because we did that competition, and we also signed up for the open mic, you know. And I was like, you know what? I told Christopher Keith Tyler, I was like, get my name out of the list because I don't want to. I'm not performing after that bomb.
Yeah.
And then you told me, you're like, Sandy, put your name on the fucking list, and we're gonna go up, and you know, we did, and I feel like you motivated me to get back out there.
Yeah, because you were already there. Yeah. That was the whole point.
I was just so mad. I hate losing. There's nothing more in the world than I hate than losing, but you know, you motivated me, and I fucking killed when I went. You remember, you even recorded my set. You're like, I was like, don't record me, and you recorded it, and you sent it to me, dude. I murdered. I did great, but you motivated me to get back out there. I didn't want to because I was so pissed, but
this is the feeling. This is my thing. The reason why I told you, I was like, you got to throw your name, because you would have been like, I don't want to say mad, But it feels worse when you see people going up there doing well and you lose, like, like, I could probably do that. And then you don't want your redemption round. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah.
That's an even worse
feeling. I appreciate you for that. You put me back out there, and I left there happy.
Yeah.
I didn't win the competition.
If you weren't going to go up and be a loser about it, I wasn't going to do it either. I was like, I'm going to tell him to take my name out. Yeah. If we're feeling this shame to losing to a spunky gay.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn, gays and the blacks are good at comedy. They got that spunk, dude. That spunk, dude. That's insane. I wish I were black sometimes.
You're hip.
I'm hip.
You do. You dress pretty cool.
Thank you. Yeah, people, I don't know. People have their judgment, but...
Have you always dressed so neat? That's cool.
I always try to be, my mom always told me, be yourself. But I've always loved Hawaiian shirts. I've always wore, I like collared shirts. I fall asleep in my bed.
You're good, dude.
Like, I wear this to bed and shit. I like just Hawaiian shirts, dude. They're just so chill and nice, and that's like me.
Yeah, I like the way that you associate yourself with your shirts. So if you were any shirt, you'd be a Hawaiian shirt.
Hawaiian shirt. And like growing up, I always wanted, during summer I would grow my hair out, but it would just be into like an afro. My parents started school. You got to not shave your head, but cut your hair. And then once I turned 18, I grew my hair out, dreadlocks, and I've always liked having long hair.
All right. So let's play a couple more association games real quick. If you were any type of cereal, which cereal would you be?
I was gonna say Fruity Pebbles because I like it, but that sounds kind of gay. So, probably Frosted Flakes.
That also sounds kind of gay.
Do any of them not sound gay?
Tricks
for kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want that one.
That sounds like a Dan Schneider cereal.
Yeah. No, I like Reese. I would say Reese's Pieces cereal.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
What about you, Con?
Damn, you mean Reese's Puffs?
Reese's Puffs. What did I say? Reese's Pieces.
Reese's Pieces.
Because that's a candy.
Those are candies.
Yeah. Reese's Puffs is my favorite cereal, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah, totally. But if I have to pick something different, I guess I'd go with Cookie Crisp. Because Cookie Crisp was a sick name, actually.
Yeah, it was.
Now that I think about it. Now that I think about it.
Cookie Crisp.
Do they even still make? You remember cereal commercials were so cool when we were kids?
Oh, they
came with toys in the box. Dude.
Yep. A lot of things were different when we were younger, dude. I was looking back at that just recently. Like, even last night, I was watching... my sister invited me to go see Inside Out 2. And I haven't seen the first one, so I was like, crap, like, let me watch the first one, and then I'll watch it with you guys, like, the second go-around, whatever. So I was watching the first one, and I was bawling. It was so sad, yeah. And it's like, I get it, like, some movies have done that to us, like Toy Story does that to us, but the meaning of Toy Story was, like, friendship.
Yeah.
Like, this one goes into depression.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah.
And kids are like, oh, that's funny. I'm in there depressed watching that shit.
Well, that's what I asked my sister. I was like, did you enjoy the movie last night? Because she saw the second one, right? And I was like, did you enjoy it? And she's like, yeah, I was crying. And I was like, and the kids were. And she's like, they liked it. And I saw a meme. And it was like kids watching Inside Out. And they're just like all doe-eyed, like happy. And then it's like, and their parents. And they're just like crying.
Have you seen Elemental? Elemental has like a suicidal character in it.
What?
Oh, he's always trying to kill himself or something.
Something like that. He's always talking about a few times mentions like this, like after like being dead. Yeah.
I know there's in Mario, there's that little star that's like, this life is meaningless and utterly
Oh, that's
bleak.
what I was thinking about.
True.
That's what I was. I saw both those movies around the same time,
yeah,
so that's why. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Is the Super Mario star?
As an adult, you're just like, huh?
Yeah,
it's true.
I did a joke, not like I did a joke like that, but I was at work the other day and somebody was like, oh, Melissa. Wait, I don't want to do that accent because they'll know who I'm talking about. He said something about like, oh, Melissa, something about the way that I am and the way that I feel. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about. This life is bleak and utterly meaningless. And then he said something about like, how I shouldn't say that, and I said I come to work every day waiting to fall on something sharp, like joking around, but it's because I hate that job site, you know what I mean? And I'm just trying to like let him know, like, I fucking hate your job site. Like a couple of my coworkers that watch this are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. All right, let's go back to the headlining.
Oh yeah.
Did you feel a different type of pressure leading up to that show? I know you said that you were getting ready for your 25.
Yeah, there's a lot of, because I got everyone I know worked hard on that lineup to do their 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it was. So I want to make sure that I had the respect, like, I had to do great. I'm the headliner, so
you had to close out the room well.
Yeah. I wanted to do good for them, you know, and just for myself as well. I just wanted to know if I had 25 minutes. I might have 30.
Damn.
30 plus, you know?
Yeah. That's funny because that same weekend I did my first longer set.
Yeah, you did 20, didn't you? I think George was, who was bringing it up to me? George? Because George pulled up to my show, but he was like, oh yeah, Melissa's doing 20. And I'm like, oh shit, good for her. Was that your first 20?
It was my first 20.
Have you done 15 before, right?
Yeah. I ended up doing like 22 because homeboy didn't like me. But it was really? Okay. Yeah, it was okay. I not that I was like, I knew, I was a little bit aware of the time. I'm like, this shouldn't be below 20 minutes right now.
It does go by fast, doesn't it?
It goes by really fast, yeah.
Yeah, like I've never done 20 before. I've done 15, maybe like 5 times in my life, and then going from 15 to 25, that's 10 more minutes. That's a long time. And
it was cool being able to play around with the crowd a little bit more.
Yeah, you get that more space, and you feel you have a lot to work with. You know, you got to take your time because you know you have a lot of time to fill, and you get to talk to the crowd. And
do you do crowd work?
I did it once at the Riff, and I heard Will went before me, and he was talking to this girl about pregnancy, and then I went up. I was like, how many months are you? And she's like, I'm not pregnant. And then
did they talk about her being pregnant, or
yeah, and I guess they did, but I guess she had the kid, but she, I don't know, she was big. And I was just like,
girl, well, you still look it, bitch.
So the whole 7 minutes, I was just complimenting her and just, you know, like, you don't look that bad.
Even if you were pregnant, that's why I had to ask.
I would hit, you know.
Oh my God. I don't know if the girl would find that as a compliment. Yeah. She's like, first he called me pregnant, and now he's got like a pregnant girl fetish. Like, what the fuck is going on here? That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah, headlining is definitely fucking, it's fun.
You post your writing process a little, not like you post your writing process, but you'll post yourself writing sometimes. And I'm very curious about your writing process because there was like a lunch pail full of loose papers.
Oh, yeah.
You had your notebook, like 4 of them. And I'm just curious, like, do you write every day?
I try to. I'm at least thinking or writing, thinking of a joke or writing, but I write a lot. Like, it's kind of crazy. Like, you go into my room and there's all those little note cards are all my sets I've ever done.
Oh,
I write them on a note card, and like I'll do that set, and then sometimes I'll just go in there and just pick a card and be like, oh, I'm gonna do this set tonight, and then. But I have so many, but I write a lot. I have notebooks. I have a roast notebook. I have so many notebooks. It's insane. My first notebook that I started with, and I read that sometimes. I'm like, what the fuck? That's a horrible joke. What was I thinking? That's not even funny. But it's. I love writing. I want to write. You know, if I could be anything in comedy besides like you know, going on the road and stuff, I would like to be a writer for like a TV show. It's money. There's a lot of money to make in comedy. You just gotta go
find
out
your
there.
avenue.
Yeah, that's why I want to be at the Comedy Store, because all those guys, I'm sure, get opportunities.
Have you ever tried signing up for that potluck open mic?
Nah. I should. You know, I got to. I mean, obviously, but I feel like I want to move to LA. I want to
You want to do the big thing.
In 5 years, I'm planning to move either Austin or LA.
Really?
Just to be out there more, and just it's easier to network. I think networking is a big deal in comedy that people don't behind the scenes see. You know.
See, I'd argue against that.
Why?
Because
what do you think are the three things you should do in comedy to like get to a level where you want to be?
Get comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Okay.
Write and focus on trying to be funny.
That's good.
Nothing else. Not trying to look cool, not trying to be pretty, not trying to be the funnest guy, not trying to be the coolest guy. Just and that's where I say I disagree, because like I'm someone, the most networking I do is like my set, and then I tell people like thank you for doing this, or thank you for having me. But like I've never.
That's more than most people do.
Yeah, some people just don't.
I think I'm a performer with manners, but I'm not the person that's like, yeah, man, so what are you doing this weekend? Like, oh man, comedy's crazy. You did that show. Oh, I saw you do this. How was that?
Well, I don't network
like, I just
like
don't
that.
do that.
Yeah, no, I get it. Like for me, like it's just even going out and supporting other people's shows. That's what I'm like. It shows that I'm not on, and just going out there and supporting, networking, meeting people. Oh, cool. You know. That's the part that I'm talking about. Like when I went to your show, you know, when I went to, and you fucking murdered. I was so happy.
Thank you for being there.
I kept telling Chantel, I was like, she's murdering during your set, dude, and you just kept getting bigger laughs and bigger laughs.
I had that was again probably one of the more fun, most unique experiences I've had in comedy. Having that band up there with you and the crowd, like it seemed like they had a very loyal crowd, good crowd.
Oh yeah, they have a loyal fan base. The Idiots United guys are fucking dope.
Yeah, see, I did another show with Mario, so when I saw him there, I made sure yeah, like shout out Idiots United. I made sure I went there. I was like, hey man, you know, nice to see you here. But that was literally it. I saw him. I said, what's up? And then, you know, nice to see you again. And then it was goodbye. Yeah. But I know I suck at that because like I try to sleep.
Yeah, no, sleeping is important. That's why this week after the 3 shows I had, the roast, the improv, and then the headliner, I'm taking a few days off. You know what I did? Yeah. I sat home, got some goddamn Taco Bell, and I just watched TV. And I haven't watched TV in a long time. Watched movies, watched the Avengers. Just relax, legitimately relaxing. You know, I haven't felt that in a long time.
So right. I told you my 3 things. Tell me your 3 things.
I think the biggest 3 things in comedy are obviously you got to write.
Non-negotiable.
Yeah, you got to get the stage time, number 2, and then networking. Those 3 things you'll get far, I believe. And those are just the 3. I got 5. I got 10.
What do you define? Okay, what's 5? I'm gonna ask you about 10 too. You said you got it. Okay. Were you fibbing?
I would think I was fibbing.
Oh my god! Caught him red-handed. I'm just kidding.
Nah.
I want to know your definition of networking, because
just going, supporting other people's shows, always being in the scene, meeting different people in the scenes. It means a lot. Even like I always say this: if you go to and support someone's show, 3 things are gonna happen. This is number 3. I don't know. 1, you might ask to be, hey, can you do time for us, or can you do time? So that's cool. You get that,
like a little guest spot.
Yeah. 2, you get, hey, can you come next time? You know, I'll have you on the next show. You know, you came out. And then 3, you get to network. Yeah. At the bottom minimum, you get to talk and be in the scene, be there. You know. Yeah. I think just being there is important.
See, I try to get away with not like networking as much by like emphasizing my strengths, which are like, I know people look for someone who's a good hang. I don't think I'm a good hang, but I know for a fact I'm a non-intrusive hang. Yeah. Like you can, I won't be in your way at all. You know what I mean? I'll listen, I'll observe, I'll chime in only if I add depth. You know what I mean? So like, I know I can do that.
Like I said, I'm quiet. So I just sit there, but it's like when people talk to me, I'll talk to them. And
exactly, I'm spoken when I speak when spoken to.
Yeah, just showing face, I guess, is important.
Me and Chantel did do that a couple times. We went out to when Carlos was having the Good Day Brew, because it was right down the street from the crib. Yeah. So that was always nice to go and see that. I should be better at supporting our friends.
Yeah, go support your friends' shows, you know?
It's hard to make time though, because that's where my argument comes in. I'm like, if I have free time and I'm spending my free time around comedy and I'm not living my life, then where am I drawing material? Because some of my best material's been from being out and about and experiencing the world as it is.
And that's important too. That's really freaking important. You got to live life, you know? You can't just be right there. Imagine being in a club all day. Like, how many jokes can you write in a club? But if you're out experienced, I went to the beach last week, wrote 3 jokes. You know? See? Exactly. I needed that. It was the day after I headlined, and I was just needed to relax and went out with my friends, went fishing, drank on the beach, went in the ocean. And I was just having the best time of my life.
You're not scared to do that because you're not allowed to drink in public here?
Yeah, no, I drink everywhere. I don't care. I've been drinking everywhere since I was 16.
That's scary.
Hey, I'm not scared of nothing.
You really do live. Okay, so my brother had this T-shirt back in the day, and I'm gonna ask him if for any reason he still has it. I'm gonna commandeer it for you. But it was a No Fear T-shirt, and you remember that brand, No Fear? Yeah. And it said on it, if you ain't living life on the edge, you're taking up too much space.
I like that.
I feel like that's your motto.
Shirt. That is. I feel like that. You gotta live life on the edge. We only live once, y'all.
I never take too much space.
I'm just all fat and shit.
No.
I had a comedian say, hey, she was, oh, Sandy, you're getting a little chunky, huh? I was like, yeah, my stomach. She's like, no, your face. And I was like, oh. I said, you fucking bitch. Oh. Now every time I see her, I'm like, hey, girl, you know.
You see her and you you try to frame your face a little more with your hair. You're like, let me try to
get it out the way.
Yeah, you wear black because black is slimming.
Maybe I gotta start wearing white, you know. No. Maybe the Hawaiian shirts.
The colorful. Your the way you dress is so fun because it's so colorful.
And I always get compliments on the way I dress, and I'm like, I've been dressing like this since I had money to. I mean, this shirt was only $10, $15, $20.
Do you go thrift shopping or where do you go shopping?
I thrift shopping.
Yeah, have you ever gone to San Pedro to those thrift stores? They have some badass thrift stores
in San Pedro.
Yeah, where I used to work, it was off of whatever the fucking PCA, whatever that is, in 6th Street, right there by the USS Iowa.
Oh, okay.
Off of 6th Street and 5th Street, they have these crazy. And oh my God, one of them's like a thrift stop that just has Tommy Bahama t-shirts.
Oh, really?
So you would probably be...
I have a bunch of Tommy. I love Tommy Bahama.
You know, like I'm thinking of those girly movies where they're trying things on and it's like going all over the dressing room. He comes out, he's like, keeper.
Everyone's clapping for me in the background.
The concierge throws him a Bud Light and he just shotguns it really quick.
That's funny.
That's my scenario of you shopping at the Tommy Bahama spot. It's so yeah. Let me hear about your writing process. That's what I was asking about.
Just like you said, experience. You got to experience life, and then I feel like everyone writes different, obviously, but I write like I'll think of a joke that's funny, and then I'll think of that joke and be like, I can connect it into this bit, and then it's weird. It's like science. I can't really even explain it, to be honest with you.
You want to know? I was talking with Mike James the other week, and it was such a good comparison because he's like, sometimes when I think about my brain, he said that he compares it to like the CIA or like the people trying to solve crimes and the red lines connecting everything
exactly
together.
Exactly.
I told him, I was like, dude, that is spot on.
Yeah, that's spot on. Yeah. Like when my notebooks or like all that, I was like writing for 25 minutes. So I was like, oh, this joke would work here. Boom, boom,
yeah.
boom. So I needed all my material to just, everything I ever wrote, I read. And I was like, okay, I think this is strong, this, that.
That's kind of how I managed that 20-minute set is I compartmentalized it into like themes. Mm-hmm. So like the first theme was myself. So I talked about being Lebanese, work, growing up. You know, the second half was about dogs. Yeah. So it was like you gotta
boom, and then you also have to have like a little, connection. Like, all right, dogs and family. All right, fucking family's a dog. I don't know, something. There's always gotta. That's what helps you memorize for me. But I get you. Yeah, you gotta.
Did you just cold memorize the whole thing? Or?
Yeah.
I
had to. I went over it. I did a bunch of test runs where I would just like memorize my set, but I would write it without looking at like. I did that like 10 times, and then I had to. I got to lock in,
I do the shout out George Ferrito, the Mind Palace method.
What's that?
He and I probably, if I describe it wrong, it's my bad. I don't know for sure, but the way that he described it is you take a familiar place and you assign things to your jokes. So, the way that I managed that last 20-minute one was, I assigned it to me pulling up to my house, and it's like, I'm driving home. I see the Lebanese flag. I get out of my work truck, and then I'm pulling up into my front yard. I see a bouncer, and then what do you know? It's like it's so on and so forth. I open the door. Some kid calls me gay, and it's like in my head, I'm going through a scenario which places me inside each one of my bits, and it kind of helps me like live there.
Yeah, it's like.
And if I explain that wrong, my bad.
It's kind of like masturbation. It's like masturbation. You're like, I pictured myself in this house and then like, hey,
God damn it, Sandy. God damn it, Sandy. I felt like we were going somewhere meaningful, and you just took it to your penis.
It's not wrong though. A lot of creative process in masturbation.
It's
it is a creative process.
What's funny, and
it don't come from nowhere. You gotta.
Some call us artists, me and Sandy.
Stupid. Fucking dumb. It's funny though, because like it's weird how your brain does that, right? Like, because when I would work out and I'd either get on the bike or if I was running like on the treadmill, I would always picture my drive home from work. When I was working in Beverly Hills for a little bit, so I'm like, I'm going down Rodeo, I go right on this, and I get on the freeway, and it's like that was my whole. And I'm like, okay, when I get home, my workout's done. But it's like
that.
Yeah.
You ride bikes around here?
Around like physical bikes? Nah, I got a scooter.
Oh, yeah,
I got electric
I gotta ride that thing.
Yeah, dude, they're fun.
You said it goes 30. Yeah, I've been on the little birds. What are they called? The little.
Mine's more powerful than that.
Is it,
yeah.
dude? I thought those were insane. I was like, what the hell? I'm hitting 15 miles per hour.
They're pretty legit. You've been on the scooter. Yeah, they're pretty fun.
They're dangerous.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Legitimately dangerous.
Oh, I know. One time my buddy, he's like, oh, playing with it. And he's like, I let a little kid ride it down the street, and I was like, dude, that little kid could have gotten like seriously fucked up, like if he fell. I'm like, did he have a helmet? He's all, nah.
No, that's scary. Those things fucking dip. If you hit a rock or something, you're gonna. Pew.
I've fallen on one before, and I got slammed right between the buttocks and the knee, and I had a bruise literally this color. Ooh. Yeah, it sucked. Black. I couldn't sit, dude. Well, like I don't want to say like and like have you think of like a normal color bruise that's black. Like it was literally dense. It was black and then it turned into like a dark brown and then it went from brown to magenta to purple.
She looked like she had the plague for a little bit.
Dude, it was crazy because it didn't go away. It spread on my leg, so it ended up like through the front of my quad, on the back of my hamstring. It was crazy.
How long did that bruise for? Like 6 months?
It was on there for like probably like 2 months, and then the scab because it was cut, and then I have a bruise there, like I have a scar there now. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
I landed on the grip tape.
Ooh.
Yeah, I was taking tuna.
Oh, man.
I was taking tuna on a scooter ride, and we're like going down, and she saw another dog, so she just broke left, and she basically just like took me off of it.
Oh, that's how it happened?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
We were going like 15 miles an hour. I only made it like 2 houses up. It was really bad.
Have you ever done that again?
No. Now I do. I'm so stupid. I feel like an idiot because I'm like, it's not like it's better. Now I take them on the skateboard.
Oh, okay.
But I'm like, worst case scenario, I just jump off really quick.
Jump off and bail.
Yeah, you don't have like a big metal pole in front of you.
Yeah.
If you do one of these and that thing,
but it's still dangerous, you know. Like there was one time because we're going pretty fast because it's Peach galloping in the front, and then Tuna, she can only last a couple of miles before she gets tired.
You're basically skitching, and you already broke your arm doing that.
I did, yeah. I broke I was holding onto the back of a car. No.
Oh wait, no, you broke your arm multiple times?
Yeah.
Remember last year you had your little.
Oh yeah, I broke that was me breaking my hand.
Oh shit.
So the skateboard right here, my buddy actually designed it. It's not the real skateboard. It's like a piece of plywood that's shaped like the skateboard.
Oh, okay.
But my buddy was driving, and I was holding on to the back of his car on a skateboard, and I hit a rock. Yeah. So I lost the board, and I'm like yelling, I'm all, stop! But he didn't hear me, so I had to let go of the car, and I fucking tore up my body, tore up my clothes. I went home. And I was just like, I told my mom, like, my elbow hurts. She's like, you're fine, take Advil. So I did, and I put ice on it. And when I got up, this part right here, you could still kind of see it's all funky looking. But it looked like a golf ball. And I told my mom, like, Mom, I think I broke my arm. She's like, you're so dramatic. Let's go to the hospital.
It was broken?
Oh, yeah. I split my, the radial head, the radius. Mm-hmm. It split like chopsticks. Like, you know how you break chopsticks like that? Go, yeah, it did that. Just...
Oh, hell no.
Yeah, I was in a cast from the shoulder down for 2.5 months.
I'm so happy I wasn't there for that.
Oh, yeah. And
it was a minute out of all the times that me and her skated in that neighborhood and did dumb shit in that neighborhood. The one time that she falls and gets hurt, it was thankfully the time that I was not there.
And the funny,
did you cry?
I didn't cry until we got to the hospital, and my mom went over a speed bump, and my elbow hit the seatbelt buckle thing, and it was just I cried like a baby there.
Fuck that.
But the funniest part was like for like 3 months I would be like walking with my friends, and my arm would just slowly come up, and then my friends would just like
put it in.
I'm like, oh yeah, gotta keep that down. I'm walking just so you see
naturally like that,
dude. You see pictures of me for like 2 months afterwards, and my arm's just up like this for no reason. So dumb.
Yeah, I'm gonna suck.
Have you ever broken a bone?
Dude, the only time I've ever broken a bone, I got my finger cut off. And I was just talking about...
Wait, what?
Or like half of it, or like...
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, no one knows it.
You should write a bit about it, dude.
I know, dude. You know what? If I want to, I have... But the thing is, if I write a bit about it, it's got to be the perfect bit. You know, or you can't have multiple one of those bits. It has to be the one. You know? So I'm working on it.
You're like, I can't lose my finger again like that.
I got enough for another bit, you know?
What happened? How'd you lose it?
Guatemala.
All right.
All right,
let's move on. You said enough. You said enough.
It's funny because you really, even when he holds the mic, you don't notice.
Just kidding, UPS. Yeah, I kind of hold it with, I don't know. Yeah,
occupational accident.
Got you.
I was only 18 years old. It was my second week working as an adult. And look at that shit happens.
Oh, man.
What a fucking bummer.
Accidents are so scary, man.
And you know what? That made me realize, like, we could all die at any moment, you know? Like, I could leave right now and just die on that scooter.
Well, here, drive my scooter out.
Get by a car.
I hope not. That's part of the cool thing of living in a gated community. Everyone kind of moves slow here.
Yeah, no. I was just bragging about it like a week or two before the incident. I was like, you know what? Hey, I've never broken a bone or had stitches. And I did that all the same fucking day.
That's crazy.
But, law of attraction. I don't know what it was, but I talked it into the universe. But everything's meant to happen. I feel like that incident made me, because I worked for UPS 2 years after, and then I was just so depressed there every day, fucking depressed. And then I quit, went to school, got a little, what do they call it? The little certifications, you know, for fixing air conditioners and all that.
Yeah.
Did that, and then got my own apartment, broke up with my ex-girlfriend, and now I do comedy, and now I'm here.
Nice.
So, I mean, yeah, hey, don't let the bad shit scare you, you know? Don't let the... Things might seem bad in the moment, but they're not.
Things happen for a reason, right?
Everything happens for a freaking reason.
Yeah. It's definitely it should be very like eye-opening for you too, because it's like the things, not saying that they're bad, but the things that you're like, oh, I had to do this from circumstance, had to break up with my girl, but look at what it created for you.
It created a monster. No, I'm just kidding.
A funny one.
A funny little monster. Funny little guy. Nah, I mean, you got to go through pain, you know? You got to laugh. Even when the incident happened, it was fresh, and I would laugh at it. You know, I would always make jokes about it. Like, I'm going to dress him up in a Hawaiian shirt and fucking my little finger.
So, have you guys seen Inside Out?
You know what? The only time I've seen it, I was having sex with the girl the whole time. I swear to God. She was like, look, let's watch Inside Out. And then
that movie deserves better.
I was in and out of her.
It's such a cute movie.
I don't think I saw it.
I would have been too distracted to complete the task. I would have been like, hold on, this part's really good. But the main theme of it, and again, I was crying. It's the
emotions, right?
It's the emotions, yeah. It's like you have, disgust, anger,
the anxiety,
fear,
or is it anxiety?
Sadness, and joy.
Oh, joy, okay.
That's what they had. But the biggest thing was, at the end of it, was like the way that they describe the human personalities through your emotions, through memories and stuff like that. And
they're all inside a little girl, right?
Yeah. But they show you all the people. It's like as if we all have a little workforce in our brain, too. Yeah. It's like, it was so cute, but the main theme of it was how joy can come from sadness. And I was like, that's such a beautiful little theme to have in this movie, because it was like as if it was two dichotomies, like they're constantly battling joy and sadness, but Joy realized that oftentimes she cannot exist unless sadness came first. And I was like, wow, this is... Again, I looked down at my shirt. I was wearing like a pink shirt, and my shoulder, because I was laying down like this, it was all wet. I was crying so much. I was like, this movie really got me.
Yeah, it's deep, dude. You can't experience good without the bad. You can't experience the bad without the good. And it balances out in life, I hope.
I hope, that's all we can.
Some people live a shitty life, you know. I feel bad for people like that. Some people live good, but even I feel like the rich and, you know, the good, you know, not the rich and good, but the rich people, they also they're not happy.
No,
they are happy, but they're as equally happy as I feel like I am right now, being the normal dude I am.
Unfortunately, that's one of the craziest truths to realize, is like money really doesn't buy happiness.
Yeah, you can buy a lot of cool shit and stuff, but a lot of money comes with problems.
Stuff can't give you a hug, Sandy. Yeah. That part's hard. We all give the people you love a hug, right?
Always tell them you love them. You know?
Hell yeah, dude. Tell the people where to find you, Sandy.
You can find me on Instagram at Sandman0710. You can find me in Riverside doing comedy with my buddies all the time. You could just catch us around, dude. I have a show July 4th at Back to the Grind.
Oh, we're both on that show. We're both on that shit.
Hey, we're spending 4th of July together.
Yeah,
fireworks.
We're gonna walk out.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Is your mom gonna come?
I don't know.
Tell your mom to come.
All right, I'll ask her.
Melissa, come. To the show.
Melissa's his mom's name too?
Yeah. Oh, I love when I call his mom, I always go, hi, Melissa. And then if she just says hi, I say it again. I go, hi, Melissa. And then I make her say it back. I think it's so fun.
That's funny.
It's so fun. But yeah, we'll both be at Back to the Grind, 4th of July, 7 p.m.
Yeah, I'm excited for that show.
Should be very fun.
Yeah, we got to go all out, you know.
Riverside Showcase.
America.
I'm gonna bring every comic up to Firework by Katy Perry.
I'm gonna bring a handful of hot dogs and hamburgers.
Hey.
Just as American as can be.
Not for anybody but me, by the way.
Hell yeah. Everybody, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.